Welcome to the Taylor Green Media Podcast. I am your fantastic host, Mike Green. So today we're going to talk about chasing cows. I know you might think, Mike, what does this have to do? What could this possibly have to do with running my business, to having a successful business, to finding new customers, all those things? Well, bear with me here just for a second. So a few days ago, we were chasing a bunch of cows. We were trying to get them up into a trailer. It's their time has come where they need to go to the butcher, and we had 3 bulls that we were trying to gather together and move up into a certain corral and put them in a trailer. Anyways, so we get in there, my dad and I, and we're chasing these bulls around. And you might think, Mike, that doesn't sound very smart to chase a bull around, but we needed to get this bull in the trailer. And so as soon as the bull figured out that we're trying to get in the trailer, it's running around and around and around. And so here's me and my nearly 70-year-old dad running after these bulls, trying to coerce them into the trailer. It wasn't going to work. We spent a ton of time, and obviously they didn't go where we wanted them to go. So about that time, a kindly old farmer comes kind of waddling out, and he has a lot of experience with cows. And he says, hey guys, why don't we put some hay into the trailer, back the trailer up to the exit, and let the cows find their way to the food because they're motivated by food. And we thought, okay, that's a pretty good idea. So we went ahead and tried it, and guess what? It worked, and it worked fantastic. And the bulls went up into the trailer, and we loaded them up, and off to the butcher they go. So here is the business concept and lesson that I learned out of that, or was reminded of, that maybe will help you in your business be more successful. So number 1, the bull in this case represents your customer, your future customer, your potential customer. Don't chase your customers. If you are finding yourself constantly chasing after your customers, trying to continue to throw things at them that you think that they need, and you're chasing them all over and they're just not going where you want them to go, you need to rethink your strategy, because you're obviously not doing what they need you to do. And that leads me to number 2. The 2 highlight point is create a product that they want. Create a product that they actually need. So often we get so wrapped up and excited about our personal ideas and our personal products that we try to force feed to everybody, and then we can't figure out why they won't buy it, that we get in a situation where our sales are really, really low and our acquisition cost is really, really high, because we're force-feeding that product constantly. Be willing to make a shift in your product and to follow the demographic and psychographic profile of your particular client base, your potential customer base. One quick story with that. Years and years ago, I was doing some marketing work for a company that will remain nameless, but they had an amazing product back in the 90s. And it was high demand, and it was huge launch, and they made millions and millions of dollars, and it was incredible. Now, fast forward a few years, the demand went away for that particular product, but the customer or the company just stayed with it. They kept pounding over and over, spending tons of money in marketing and advertising, but the demand was gone. And to this day, you can still drive by where that company used to be and see their old faded sign, because they were unwilling to make a shift to find out what their customers wanted today. I'll tell you that your neighborhood, your marketplace, whether it's a local marketplace or it's an international marketplace, is constantly in flux. And the things they wanted last year are different than the things they want this year. And the last 12 months has been a perfect example of that. As we've all fought through the pandemic, we see that the needs and the wants of potential customers changes dramatically over time. You, if you call yourself a business owner, and even more if you call yourself a marketer, you've got to be on top of those things. Okay, my last and final point, which is a really important one, but one that's often overlooked, is listen to the counsel of the sage old farmer that knows exactly how to get the cows up into the trailer. I think so often we get in our little island and we're not willing to listen to anybody on a personal level. We're happy to go onto YouTube or Instagram or something and listen to a guru. But as far as actually talking to somebody that's going to take the time to get to know your business, your product, and more importantly, your customer, you need to listen to their advice. And there is times where all of us, myself included, I have to go to a sage. I have to go to a kindly old farmer and ask him, hey, help me see the forest through the trees. Help me redesign this offer, redesign this product. And that's something we can hope that we can help you do as well here at Taylor Green Media. Matter of fact, if you'll go to taylorgreenmedia.com, you're going to find some great resources, not only from this podcast, but some other resources we put out there that'll be extremely helpful for you. Thank you for joining me today on this episode. Again, I'm Mike Green with Taylor Green Media, and we'll catch you on the next episode.